So far, we've discussed how to add a plain image and load it up inside of an image view. Now, since iOS 7, there's actually a preferred way of handling images on iOS, and this takes into account the resolution of the device that you're running on. So what it does is this special way of handling images requests a certain resolution of image to match the device that it is running on. And this is performed using image sets. So if we right-click our images.x cassettes folder, and we just expand that temporarily, we'll notice we already have a folder in there called app icon set. And if we right-click the images.x cassettes, we can add a new image set. Now when this is created, and we go ahead and expand that folder, we have a contents.json. And if we open that, we get this presentation of a vector 1x, 2x, and 3x. Now what do these mean? Well, the 1x would run on the original iPhone, the iPhone 3G, and older iPod Touch models. The 2x would run on the iPhone or Retina resolution devices, such as the iPad or iPhone 4S and iPhone 5. I believe the image at 2x also runs on the iPhone 6. The image of 3x runs on the iPhone 6 Plus because that's quite a high resolution device. Regardless of which device it runs on, we want to fill in the 1, 2, and 3. I wouldn't worry right now about the R4. I believe that's the Retina iPhone 4. So we're just going to concentrate on universal 1, 2, and 3. There is one final further option, and that is a vector. Now this, if we click it, requests a PDF file. And this is a sort of pseudo vector. So a PDF is a vectored file, and when your app is compiled, Xamarin or the iOS compiler will take that PDF file and create 1x, 2x, and 3x files out of it. So the PDF inside of the vector file should always be at the 1x resolution you need. Right, we're just going to concentrate on 1, 2, and 3 here so you can get the basics of what they are. Let's create the 1, 2, and 3x versions of our horse file. So I've got Photoshop open, but of course you could do this in any photo editing program. I'm first going to create an image, and let's make this an image size of, say, 480 by 360. Then what I'm going to do is save this as horse, and this requires a special naming convention for the 1, 2, and 3x. So this is going to be my at 3x.jpg. And go ahead and save that. Then you'd have to downscale your image. So we'd want image size, and then we will want 2/3 of what we previously had, which would be 320. I would go ahead, click OK. I would save that, and the convention for saving this is at 2x. Then I would change my image size again, and I would drop it to 160 for the 1 times. And then I would save that, but this would just be named horse.jpg. It doesn't need an at times 1. So I'll just replace the one I've already got. Okay, I have my 3 files. Now I can select them underneath this universal tab. I can drop in my horse in 1x. I can carry on with the 2x, and of course the 3x. And I have my 3 files set up. Now I'll save that, head on to my main storyboard. I'm going to drop in my image view again. And of course we can click our image down over in the properties box, And we now have this item called image. If I click it, we get a picture of our horse. Now, why is it called image? Well, that's because we didn't set the name over on the folder inside images.xcassettes. So you would call this horse.imageset, for example. So that covers the special convention of 1x, 2x, and 3x, which started since iOS 7. You cannot run this on iOS 6. Vector takes in a PDF and creates these files for you automatically. And it's a new way of doing things since iOS 8, but I believe most developers currently use the 1 to 3x versions. Now, just before we end this lecture, I just want to show you one of my favorite tools, and I don't know who made it, I don't know the guy, but I like it so much that I actually wanted to let you see what it is. It's this asset catalog creator that you'll find on the App Store. And I've paid £3 for my version. And what this does is it grabs an image for you and creates these image sets that you can simply import straight into Xamarin. And out of all of the tools I've ever paid for, this one by far has saved me so much time. So I can really recommend it. I believe there's a free version. Yes, there is. I'm not quite sure what the limitations are on that. But of course, you can try that out. Okay, that sums up how to add an image set in Xamarin.ios and how we specify these 1, 2, and 3x files, which show differently depending on what kind of device screen we are running our app on.